Alright, so here's what's happening. The Department of State Services, DSS, reportedly blocked Prince Kanu from entering the Supreme Court to process some important documents related to Nnamdi Kanu's case that's set for tomorrow. Now, this is already raising a lot of eyebrows because Prince Kanu, who is closely tied to the case, was not only denied entry but also allegedly detained by the DSS right there at the court premises. And it doesn't stop there. One of the DSS officials, according to reports, even threatened to jail him just because he questioned why he was being stopped from going inside. You might wonder, why is this such a big deal? Well, let's break it down. First, we need to understand that the Supreme Court is the highest legal body in Nigeria. It's supposed to be the place where the rule of law prevails, where everyone, no matter their position, should have access to a fair process. So when someone like Prince Kanu, who's trying to help process documents for Nnamdi Kanu's trial, is stopped at the gates of justice, it sends a loud message that something is wrong in the system. Now, Prince Kanu is not just some random individual walking into the court. He's someone deeply involved in this highly sensitive case. Nnamdi Kanu has been in the spotlight for years, leading the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB movement, and his legal battles have had massive implications for Nigeria's political landscape. So, when you see something like this, someone associated with the case being detained and blocked from accessing the court, it raises a lot of questions about the fairness of the process. It seems that the DSS, which is Nigeria's security agency responsible for handling internal matters like intelligence and law enforcement, decided to flex its muscle right at the highest court in the land. Now, whether or not they had the authority to block Prince Kanu from entering the court isn't entirely clear yet, but this incident is a powerful reminder of how security agencies can impact legal proceedings. Prince Kanu wasn't even able to process his documents, which are essential for Nnamdi Kanu's upcoming court session. That's huge because legal procedures are based on time-sensitive actions, and this kind of delay could derail everything. The fact that the DSS is holding someone on the court premises suggests a direct interference with the judicial process, and that's not something we see every day. And the part where one of the DSS officials allegedly threatened to jail Prince Kanu just for asking why he was being stopped, that's not just about one individual being upset. It's a glimpse into how the system sometimes uses intimidation to keep things in line. This could have been a situation where Prince Kanu was simply trying to understand why he was being denied access, which is his right, and yet he's met with a threat. Now, how many people would feel comfortable standing up for their rights in such an environment if that's the kind of response they get? It's a worrying sign, not just for those involved, but for everyone who depends on the justice system to operate without fear of intimidation. What's interesting is that while these things unfold, there's a larger case here, Nnamdi Kanu's ongoing legal battle. This isn't just a small legal case. It's tied to a national debate. It's about the right to self-determination, the right to a fair trial, and the right to be treated with dignity and fairness in a courtroom. If the system that is supposed to protect those rights is being manipulated in such a direct way, what does that mean for ordinary citizens? The actions happening in this case go beyond just Prince Kanu or Nnamdi Kanu. It speaks to the integrity of the entire system. Now we're left waiting for answers. What will happen tomorrow? Will Nnamdi Kanu's trial proceed as planned, or will this latest incident delay things even further? Right now, there's no clear answer, and that uncertainty only adds to the tension surrounding the case. If the courts are struggling to move forward with something as fundamental as paperwork, what does that say about the state of the system? If people trying to process documents are blocked or intimidated, it raises the very real question: how can anyone feel confident that justice will be served fairly? In the meantime, there's also the issue of public trust. This story has already gained traction on social media, and people are talking about it. Some are asking why such a thing could happen at the highest court in the land. And while some might say it's just a security measure, the fact that it's happening with such intensity and drama only fuels more doubt about how fair things really are behind the scenes. It doesn't help when incidents like this go unaddressed, as it leaves the public to draw their own conclusions. If this incident is true, it would not be the first time the DSS has been accused of stepping in and blocking legal access. There are already concerns about Nnamdi Kanu's access to his lawyers, and even claims that his medical treatment has been compromised while in DSS custody. If these types of issues keep piling up, they create a bigger and bigger mess for the entire justice system. How can anyone trust the legal process if the people involved are constantly being silenced or intimidated? Now, what happens next? The only thing we can do is wait for more information to surface. Will Prince Kanu be allowed into the court? Will Nnamdi Kanu's team be able to move forward with the case as scheduled? We're not sure yet, but I'm sure you're keeping an eye on the news, just like I am. It's an intense situation. And no matter how you feel about the political side of this case, it's crucial that we all remain vigilant about how justice is being carried out. If you're following this case, here's what you can do. Keep watching. See how this story unfolds. If you're on social media, stay informed with updates from trusted news sources. And don't forget, let's keep this conversation going. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about the blocking of Prince Kanu? Do you think the DSS had a right to do this? How does this make you feel about the judicial system in Nigeria? We need to know what you think. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to stay updated on everything related to this case and other developments around the world. We'll keep you in the loop, and as always, thank you for tuning in. If you want more updates, I'll be right here, continuing to follow the story and giving you real-time updates as they come. Stay informed, stay sharp, and I'll catch you in the next one.